I should say the things have changed in some ways.
Who is the determinant of the public interest?
The more time people spend in digital worlds, the more of our lives we live there.
Intercoin, bringing power to the people. And now we're talking about Intercoin. The Web3 company goes further. Intercoin then gives you all that. Plus, it also gives you the ability to have your own NFT collection, which we can help you generate the artwork pretty soon with Stable Diffusion AI. You can also have your own communities. Like I said, you can sell the roles in the community, like board seats, for example. Now, all of these have laws around them, and NFTs are finished products, so they're not considered securities, many of them. However, roles are not considered securities for a different reason. It's because you cannot transfer them. So there's no reselling of roles. There's no profit motive to buy a role directly. There may be if you have dividends paid out, but if you don't have dividends and all you're getting really is clout or access to an audience or getting on stage or exclusive access, that's the name of the game, is access. So if you want to get access, you pay for a recurring membership, then you get a role. See how that works? But then other questions arise, like, for example, how much should you charge for these memberships? Charge too low and you're leaving money on the table. Charge too much and your class may be only 2 people join, and that's kind of embarrassing if you had like 20 people that you could teach, right? So you want to give individual attention. You want to do your craft. You don't want to work. We take care of everything for you. So what about price discovery? So for price discovery, you would use something like auctions. All of these things can be combined. So if you combine recurring subscriptions with auctions, what happens is the first 20 people book your class, and the earlier you get in, the less the price, right? After all 20 seats are filled, if the class hasn't started yet, the auction continues. Until the auction is over, more people can go and bid higher, knocking out the people who had bid the lowest amounts. And so at each point, you have 20 winners of the auction, right? If the auction were to end, and the people who got knocked out can then rebuy at the higher price and bid again, right? And so this bidding happens, auctions with multiple winners. Eventually, all the winners can then start a subscription at the price that they chose. So what happened? First of all, this technology, you were able to reach people all over the world. Just like with the web, when we talk about in the investor deck, we talk about how the web transformed essentially Intercoin.Org. The web transformed what was previously gatekeepers on radio, TV, right? You had to get your message out. You had to know someone at a newspaper or magazine, right? You had to play your song on the radio. Now, with the web, anyone could just post it online. But it was more than that. The geographic boundaries got eliminated, right? So anyone in Texas can post something, and people in China can read it seconds later. And what's interesting is, unlike the magazines and the newspapers, you could modify your website and people would easily get the updates. So you're totally in control. It's not static. And that's what people liked to do. But of course, that was Web 1.0. Like I said before, Web 2.0 is about profiles, chats, events, and all the stuff that we've built, videos, and payments and checkout. So that's stuff we built. And Web 3.0 is about collective governance and opening up to the world, having people pay for your stuff, okay? So whether you're running a DAO, which people like to throw out these acronyms like Decentralized Autonomous Organization, DAO, whether you want to use one of our metaverse partners like Ready Player Me, have avatars like what I'm having right now on the screen, or whether you just want to have a fungible coin that you reward people with right here, or if you want to have your NFTs, which we'll get to, you want to have your own NFT portal, you can have that too, right? So we've built one for these guys. They designed, this design is due to them. These NFTs are essentially what they wanted. And if you log in, you connect your wallet, it happens to be that you can take control, right? And you can become an admin. And once you're an admin, you can go ahead and control well, I'm not going to show you the back end right now, but this is the idea. You could set up your own news, and it works like WordPress, but then you could also have your own community.
Like to be the first to hear about Intercoin's roadmap and news?
definitely join and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click that little notification button so you can get updates when the next video drops and the next time we interview a legend like Noam Chomsky or Patrick Friedman. And if you would like to participate in the conversation, go to community.intercoin.app. We'd love to hear from you and about your community. This is what the project is all about. Intercoin, bringing power to the people.